Could the United States be on the brink of a second civil war? A chilling question, yet one that feels more pertinent than ever. The nation finds itself in an escalating vortex of tensions, underscored by deep-rooted divisions across political, social, and economic lines. The stark polarization of political ideologies has become more pronounced, with the landscape increasingly divided between liberals and conservatives. This chasm of beliefs has been further deepened by the emergence of extremist groups on both ends of the spectrum, adding fuel to an already blazing fire of animosity and distrust. The country is caught in a tug-of-war, torn apart by ideological differences that seem irreconcilable. And in this climate of heightened animosity and distrust, the notion of a second civil war no longer seems so far-fetched. The specter of such a conflict looms ominously, a stark reminder of the volatile situation the United States currently navigates. What's adding fuel to this fire of division, you ask? Well, let's dig in. Economic inequality is a significant driver. Despite the immense wealth and prosperity boasted by the United States, the distribution of these riches is far from equal. The widening gap between the affluent and the underprivileged is causing resentment and feelings of disenfranchisement among marginalized communities. Then we have social issues, which are like tinder to the flame: racial injustice, immigration reform, LGBTQ+ rights. These topics are often the catalysts for heated debates, revealing deep-seated prejudices and systemic inequalities that persist across the country. And let's not forget about the role of misinformation in this equation. In the digital age, conspiracy theories, propaganda, and divisive rhetoric spread like wildfire. Social media platforms, in particular, have become breeding grounds for discord and distrust, further polarizing an already divided nation. These pressing issues have entrenched divisions, making reconciliation a challenging prospect. Are we already in the midst of a civil war, albeit a cultural and ideological one? Perhaps we are if we take into account the disturbing events of January 6, 2021. On this day, the very heart of American democracy, the Capitol, was stormed by a violent mob in an attempt to overturn the results of a democratic election. This incident served as a stark reminder of the deep-seated divisions that have taken root within the United States. It was not just an attack on a building, but an attack on the ideals of democracy, unity, and the peaceful transition of power. It was a manifestation of the anger, distrust, and resentment that have been brewing beneath the surface for years. So, while an outright military conflict may seem remote, the United States is already engaged in a battle for its soul. This is a fight not on the battlefield, but in the hearts and minds of its citizens. How can we avert this descent into chaos and division? This is the question that lingers on our minds as we navigate the tumultuous landscape of the United States today. The answer, while complex, hinges on several key factors: dialogue, empathy, and a steadfast commitment to the principles of democracy. Firstly, we must foster open, honest, and respectful dialogue. The echo chambers of social media and partisan news outlets have isolated us within our own ideological bubbles, stifling the exchange of ideas and perspectives. We must break free from these constraints and engage in conversations that challenge our beliefs, broaden our understanding, and forge connections across the ideological divide. Secondly, empathy is crucial. It's about understanding and acknowledging the experiences and struggles of others, even if they differ from our own. Empathy fosters compassion, breaks down barriers, and encourages us to see the humanity in each other. It compels us to listen, learn, and strive for a society where everyone feels seen, heard, and valued. Thirdly, we must uphold the principles of democracy. Democracy thrives on diversity of thought, free expression, and the rule of law. It demands that we hold our leaders accountable, stand against corruption, and protect the rights of every citizen, regardless of their race, religion, or political affiliation. Beyond dialogue, empathy, and democratic principles, we must also address the systemic injustices and inequalities that have fueled division. This will require bold, decisive action from our leaders, and a collective commitment to social and economic justice. It means acknowledging the painful truths of our past and working tirelessly to create a more equitable future. Finally, fostering a sense of unity and common purpose is paramount. Unity doesn't mean uniformity. Rather, it's about recognizing our shared humanity, embracing our diverse experiences, and working together towards a common goal. It's about celebrating what unites us, rather than what divides us. It is up to each and every one of us to reject the politics of division and embrace the values of unity, tolerance, and mutual respect. Only by working together can we hope to build a more inclusive and equitable society. We are the architects of our future. Let's build one that reflects the very best of who we are and what we aspire to be.